Greetings, survivors, and welcome back to Terminus Zombie Survivor, where, in the last episode, we managed to raid a library and came back with a wealth of knowledge. However, what we didn't come back with was very much food, but I have a much better understanding of how fishing works now. Aavak is currently sleeping through the morning, which is never a good thing, especially considering what I want Aavak to do later on, but Aavak does need to restore their energy. Food is not in the best place for us right now, but that isn't going to stop us. In fact, the first thing we're going to do is Lady Wolfheart is going to pick this up. I'm going to finish crafting the bait there. We're also going to pick up the bait. There we are, and we're going to grab the 2 fishing rods. We need to get out there and do a bit of work. Don't need that with me anymore. I will bring this along because it's almost got no weight at all, and it might be useful in a pinch. Now, we've got a flashlight, we've got some clothing. I'm going to need to grab something off Aavak, actually. Unfortunately, we are not doing the best. Well, actually, I could grab this windbreaker. We'll immediately put that on as well, because we're going to be going out into the cold. But I do need to grab the 2 fanny packs from Aavak. Aavak didn't really have the time to finish working on those, or indeed start working on them, if I'm perfectly honest. So we're going to need to grab those and just head on out. We've got plenty of bait. We've got 2 fishing rods. One of them is only at about 40% durability, but hopefully we can make this work. Not going to bring any cooking utensils. We will be cooking when we get home. I don't feel that we need it. And for that point, we don't need the knife either. These are all the weapons that we're going to need. We do have some tool weapons as well, but generally speaking, it's the heads that we want to go for. And we've also got the pistol, of course, just in case we absolutely need it. Do I want to bring this along? It's quite weighty for what it is. Yeah, it's weight of 1, so no, I don't think we will. Right, we want to make sure that Lady Wolfheart has topped up her water, so let's go ahead and take care of that for now. We're not going to take any of the empty bottles. We don't need to top up water for quite some time, I don't think. The main thing is having food and, of course, having antibiotics. As we saw, accidents happen occasionally. Right, with that done then, I think we're in a good place to get on the move. Right, I would like to quickly exchange some items with Aavak. So, I'm going to bring along the cardigan. Didn't have enough time to... Sorry, the sweater. Didn't have enough time to sort that out. Going to bring along the combat gloves. Going to bring along the 2 fanny packs. Not going to need anything else to come along with us, to be honest. No, I don't think there's going to be any other need for this. So this should be good enough. Let's go ahead and pop that on at the very least, and indeed pop these on. We're currently 1.1 AP. Is this going to make enough of a difference? No. No, it won't. We're still very low in terms of inventory weight. Honestly, I think all of our weight is currently in the bags. Yeah, we're not even using the sling bag to its full potential. Unbagged weight is mostly the sling bag, which can't contain something. We've got 2.7, so part of that will be our clothing, of course, and the encumbrance from our clothing is also affecting it. Now, I'm going to bring Lady Wolfheart over here. We're going to allow a turn to pass before we step out into the cold. Now, let's just make sure I have got everything that I wanted. Yeah, we've got water, we've got fishing rods, we've got the bait. Very important one, that one. Right, and with that, we're heading out. Now, we shouldn't see any zombies wandering around since we cleared them on our way back. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to come here because they are filtering in at night, but generally speaking, the more active you are in an area, the more frequently you're clearing out. You'll see 1, maybe 2, something like that. Also, the other thing that occurred to me is the only way into this house, it's even better than I first imagined. There's no other point of egress or ingress. So we can only have entities enter from the left side, from the east. And I think that might also be the car. So all of these tiles around here may be available for us to place things on. That be farms, traps, whatever it might be. I'm very, very eager to test that theory. One thing I would like to do, though, let's just make sure that we're fully hydrated. I prefer to be more hydrated than not hydrated at all. Right, Aavak, in terms of his energy levels, let's see, it should be around 5. Yeah, so I'm going to say Aavak's got another 2 turns of sleep before he's going to wake up. naturally. I'm going to let him sleep through the day. It's not great because we are intending to send him up here to the relief supplies. It could be better, but, well, Lady Wolfheart is going to go and do a bunch of fishing, so we should be okay for food. It shouldn't be terrible. Oh, okay. Survival skills from moving out here. You have accumulated enough experience. We are obviously going to go for clean attack. I will happily pick that every single time we get a chance to. If we can get that all the way up to level 5, I will be happy with it. Alright. Oops, sorry about that. Now, do we have enough to move up here? We do. We do. I think we do. Let's get all the way up there. There we go. We will just hang tight here then. And then head on through to the park on the next turn. Okay, that was very easy to do. Now, oh dear. Went to the wrong one. I meant to go to the other one. That's a shame. That did actually lose me a bunch of time there, but it's not the worst thing. At the very least, Lady Wolfheart has now scouted this area, ready for Aavak when they wake up, which will be next turn. And there we go. Aavak is up and about. Now, Aavak is carrying a bunch of things. Some of them would be good. And I do think Aavak's going to go out with the tools that he's got. Because I suspect Aavak is going to be spending the night out and about. We're going to get on the move, though, as quickly as we can. I will go grab some food. I'm also going to grab some reading material. So the first thing Aavak is going to do is head over here. Let's see if I can't top up my water bottles. We're going to be gone for a little bit longer, so I would like to make sure that he's got plenty of water for the trip. There we go. We will also grab the dried meat. Now, let me have a quick look through the rest of his gear. Okay, I've moved around some of Aavak's materials, but before we leave, I think it will actually be a big help for me to make a trap or two. A bird trap, a snare trap, a rat trap, whatever it is. Additionally, I would like to change this bat into a barbed wire bat. Now, the problem is, if I change this condition, will this become a low-quality bat? I'm actually thinking that I might wait on this, because I don't want to take a high-quality 94% condition wooden bat and change it into a barbed wire bat that is now a low quality 100%. I'd rather see if I can do that when this is a like 10% or something like that. So we're going to hold off on that one. But making the traps, for the bird trap I need 2 sticks, 2 scrap metals, 12 thread. The snare trap I'd need 1 plank, 4 wires. For the rat trap I'd need 1 plank, 4 scrap metal or 8 scrap plastic. I think we should be able to make this. Okay, here we go. We can make a bird trap. And we'll make a snare trap as well. Let's just put both of those together and then we will drop any of the remaining crafting materials. We don't want to take the plank, the wire, or the plastic with us. We do obviously want to take the rags because we're going to need plenty of thread. With that said, let's wander over here. For some reason, I do just want to collect these maps that we're gathering. I don't know if they're ever going to have value, but maybe they will. Maybe we can trade them away, and I'd rather not waste that opportunity. Now, I'm going to pop on my crafting gloves, and I'm going to try and finish these before we leave, so that we're leaving them in the house as we head out. But as for Lady Wolfheart, let's go ahead and move back over here. Have we got any zombies around us? Doesn't look like it so far. But what I would like to do, I think, is wander over here. That should tell me if there's anything particularly nasty over there. No, nothing. Then let's just step back for now then. We have got rags around here, quite a few actually. Lady Wolfheart is going to regenerate her AP and then we'll start fishing. Okay then, let's see what you can do. We'll use the makeshift fishing rod first. We've got almost a full AP and we'll fish with bait. Hopefully this will get us something. But for the most part, I will probably just be having Lady Wolfheart do this in the background whilst if any zombies show up, then obviously I'll bring you back for that. But we'll be focusing on what Aavak gets up to for now, because it does seem that, at least with the makeshift fishing rod, just not a lot happens. And so there's going to be a lot of time where Lady Wolfheart is just spending time recovering AP and sadly not getting much out of it. Okay, there we go. Aavak has finished making both traps. So with that done, We're not quite able to leave just yet, but that's okay. I will go ahead and take these gloves off. Don't need them to be active for the time being. Now, this trap consists of a string noose and a snare trigger. It can only be placed outside the building. Target squirrels or rabbits. Okay. And this one, a trap consisting of frames with netting. It can only be placed outside the building. Yeah, no, that both seems fair. Now, the interesting thing here is that neither one of them have a durability. So, a trap is a trap is a trap, as far as things are concerned. So, the only reason we would use Aavak to make them is because Aavak can do them quickly. It costs less AP for Aavak to be the one to construct the traps. Wow. Just as I was thinking to myself, you know what, while I'm fishing, maybe I should just stop fishing before I use up all of my AP, just in case a zombie wanders along. And with the final AP that we had to use for fishing, Lady Wolfheart just caught a fresh bass. 16 satiety. That is huge for us. Okay, very much approve. And back with Aavak, we are going to head out, close the door, obviously behind us. Do I want to pop these traps down here? I could honestly just put them outside, just down on the floor, just outside the door. I don't think that's really going to cause much of an issue, except it will feel weird to me. I know. I am as much annoyed by my weird, finicky nature about such things as you are. Trust me. But let's set these up. Let's hope that any dead birds or dead rabbits / squirrels don't upset the other trap from functioning. Right, with that, let's get heading out then. Okay, so the traps are getting better chance of catching something as time goes on. Obviously, we're still going to be a bit more cautious with Aavak moving through these tiles, but that will be fine, I should imagine. And again, we wait 2 turns each time for Lady Wolfheart to get prepared to do a fishing run. And there we go, the makeshift fishing rod finally broke, sadly. But that was going to happen, I think. Currently, we've only got the bass and the smelt. I would really like to get some more metal so that Aavak can start working on making better fishing rods. That's 2.5 weight units. That's absolutely mad. Very, very happy with that, actually. At this point, I think we're going to go ahead and have Lady Wolfheart gobble down the dried fish and take a very big swig of water. We'll have one more fish before we head back, I think. We'll go back through this path. I think that would probably be the best idea. But as for Aavak, we are going to be heading on into the electric store. There we go. Let's, or rather the gun shop, I should say. We were at the electronics store. Now, do I want to sleep through this night before we head on to the library? Possibly. It would cost me 11 AP to get up there. Not the greatest move for us, all things considered. Instead, I think we will tuck down somewhere over there for the night. So instead, we're going to... we don't want all of these doors to be open, otherwise it's going to be very, very cold for Aavak while he's trying to sleep. So I'm just going to close that door. I don't want to go into the room with the corpse, if I can avoid it. We'll have one turn to head up here. I've got rags, so I can cover both of these windows, and then we'll just tuck down in the corner there. As for Lady Wolfheart, it's the final attempt at fishing now. So fish with bait. Cross your fingers for us. Hopefully we can end the day with another big catch. Okay, not the big catch I was hoping for, sadly. We've got 7 AP left, and I've decided that I was going to hold on to those so that I could move our way out and still have some just standing there. So in total, with basically a full day of fishing, we got 2 smelts and 1 fresh bass. Now, on the plus side, this should give us... It might be worth me actually filleting the bass. I don't think it made much sense to fillet the smelts. If it's only 6 satiety, you get 1 fish fillet out of it, and you can just use the fish for whatever you're cooking with. I don't know if we're even going to fillet the bass, if I'm honest. We might just go ahead and dry that, or maybe skewer it. We'll see what we can do. As for Aavak, though, on the next turn, we will cover up those windows and settle down for the night. So, let's go cover this one. Now, of course... Unfortunately, Lady Wolfheart is not going to have a blanket or a pillow to sleep with tonight. Truly sad. Oh, I still had quite a few of these. We will tuck her down for the evening. We're not actually needing as much warmth here, I don't think. No, our temperature is 15 degrees. I definitely don't need all of this then. So let's go ahead and pull some of that off. Let's take that one off as well. I've noticed that the higher we rise the condition, the bigger the effect of its various stats. So something will have more defense, more temperature, more insulating. I mean, it makes sense. It's not threadbare anymore. But it can be quite a pronounced effect, which I'm kind of happy to see, if I'm perfectly honest. But whilst Lady Wolfheart is heading back home, I think I'm going to have Aavak... I forgot to pick up any reading material. That's fine. Aavak can just focus on doing the repairs that he meant to do on the previous night. But Lady Wolfheart can start making her way back home. And we should be there before nightfall. Sad that we can't get all the way down there, but that should be okay. I think... Let's get over here. And then it'll only be a skip and a jump to get in there. I may have left it a little bit late, because if there is a zombie over here, it will probably be able to see us. So I might just take 2 turns here. Just make sure I've got plenty of AP, and then we can make our run all the way down there in one go. Okay, Lady Wolfheart is back, all safe and sound. Now, as for the fish, we've got plenty of time. We've got over a day on every single one of them, so I'm not going to make a rush to start processing those. We definitely don't need all of this heat, though, not in the house at the very least. The current house is 8.4, so we should only need about 2 degrees. I'll keep the hoodie on and the sweater, because what a look that would give. With that, we should be perfectly fine. So now I would very much like to go ahead and do a bit of reading, I suppose. At least until... well, it is nighttime. I could top up our energy completely by sleeping right now, but I would like to give it a few turns just in case there was a zombie outside who may have noticed us and it decides to go for this door. We'll be awake and can immediately respond to it. Okay, Aavak has finished doing as many repairs as he can presently, as unfortunately I didn't bring the wood glue, so I can't repair the fire axe. And I don't have any more wood needles. We've gone through both of them. But I've very heavily reinforced quite a lot of them. We've even brought the knit gloves up to a fairly good state of repair. So Aavak is now going to go to sleep. Nothing has banged on the walls or anything like that. And I think... well, we'll go ahead and rest until energy is restored. I might want to take Aavak out a little bit earlier than the very start of morning. We might go out a little bit before, and if we rest just until energy is restored, that's only going to be about 2 or 3 turns. So we'll definitely have a few hours to kill before we make a move, but Lady Wolfheart, slightly different position. Energy is fairly low right now. I'm going to go ahead and we're topped up on morale, so I don't need to use that. And at the moment, I am favoring getting the thick book learnt for health. There's a lot of AP is going to be involved in using this, but it's going to have such an enormous effect for us. It is going to drastically increase our overall AP. If we go back over to stats here, whenever your health is high, you can do a lot more actions with each turn. Recovers 10 AP per turn, and the more you increase it, the more AP you will recover at your base. But with that, I think we'll do one more turn of this, but we're going to go ahead and store the Bible for now. Not going to be using it. We'll instead head over to the bed. We'll give myself a couple more AP. I'll need about 3 to be able to finish that off. That won't be a problem. There we go. 4.1 should be enough. We have made a bit of a dent into this book, and we are going to head on back and continue with that very soon. I also took the opportunity to have Lady Wolfheart read all of the cooking magazines, since Lady Wolfheart is now doing quite a lot of the cooking. I was very, very burdened with the misinformation of, or rather the mistaken assumption, no one told me this, I just assumed it, that Aavak was always going to be the best for cooking because of its dexterity, but that really is not the case. Alright then, Lady Wolfheart, you're going to have a much longer sleep than Aavak, I should imagine, but interestingly, I think, yeah, you're basically both in the same place as far as your sleep quality. Okay, Aavak is about ready to head out. This is a bit dangerous for me. Certainly, it's not the safest of options. We've got 2 enemies, there and there. That much we could hear. They have alerted us by moving, so we are simply going to go and deal with them. Now, I'm hopeful, very hopeful, that we're going to be able to do this nice and fast. We've got 2 good weapons, and my night vision will... Oh, a SWAT zombie. That's the worst version of this, unfortunately. Right. Well, I could dramatically damage its ability to attack. Attack the zombie body can reduce the zombie's attack power, take off its legs as well, but I want to see what it has. I will confess. Now, going for the head, obviously that's ultimately what we want to do, but I'll only do 2 to 7 damage with this. I could go for the pistol. It is night time. We've got very, very good hit chance, and we'll do 7.2 to 8.9. We are going to use the pistol for this. It's a silenced pistol, so I don't really need to worry too much. There we go. Pistol suppressor was broken. That's okay for now. Let's hope that is just a regular... It's a big, mighty zombie. Really? Okay, fair enough. Choke for a shotgun. We've only seen pistols so far. This is kind of wild. Now, what I don't want to do is summon every zombie on the entire map tile to us. So we're going to go this one with our wooden spear, I think. That being said, well, we've got more than enough AP to take you out with these. That won't be a problem. We'll do 2.2 to 2.7, and we'll get better at it. Weapon proficiency will continue to increase. I'm actually kind of feeling this. Let's go for this. It's going to take us a while, but... And if we go through the whole thing, well, that's just the way it's going to have to be. There we go. That was a nice solid hit there, 2.6. And there we are. Good old wooden spear. Now, oh, there's dried meat. Do I trust dried meat from... Okay, that's all. I do not. I do not trust dried meat from that zombie. That is a big nope from me. I am going to eat it. I just don't trust it, okay? I didn't say I wasn't hungry. Right, as for Lady Wolfheart, about to wake up, which is actually fantastic, you can immediately then go and get some food cooked. There we go. No sound from outside, that's fantastic. 2 hours until sunrise. Getting a little bit cold. Let's go ahead and pop this cardigan on then. Now, the unfortunate part about this is that we don't want to light a fire necessarily. Not right now. I don't know if there's anything caught in these traps, but we could harvest the tomatoes now. It's 59%. This lettuce there is 63%. Yeah, the lettuce is already harvestable, and if we absolutely need to, we can go for that. I'd rather not if I can avoid it, though. Right, what I would like to do is grab the pepper. I would like to grab the stone knife. I would also like to grab a lighter. Am I going to do this? There is a big reason why I shouldn't. And yet, here I am, considering it anyway. Right, that will do for now. I think I need to learn how to make a stone axe. I wonder if I already have the ability to do that. That would be very, very nice. But one thing I would like to see is if we were to make a fish skewer, I'd need to make a skewer. To fillet the fish, I'd get 1 satiety 6 there, but if I used you, I'd get 2 satiety 8s. Does it just split it? Oh, it might. And this is actually higher morale. Is that the same over here? Higher morale? Oh, yes. It's significantly higher morale. Oh. Well, that's actually an interesting point, then. I wasn't expecting that, if I'm honest. Right, well, I would like to make a skewer. Can I make skewers? Yes, I can. Just need 1 stick. Or 1 plank. Let's go ahead and make it. Now, you're not the crafter. But I can only assume it's not really going to matter. I certainly hope so. Alright, as for Aavak, we've got all of the AP we really need. But I would like to top it up completely. Let's go for that. Let's err on the side of caution, considering the situation. There we are. We did lose out on a... Oh, there's something new there, so we were right to err on the side of caution. Okay, you were probably lured by the sounds going on. We'll just take you out. There we go. Very nice indeed. And now we're going to pick everything up. There we are. 2 new rags and some dried meat. Look, I'm a hungry boy, okay? Don't give me that look. You'd have done the same. I could stand out there tonight, but that is taking an unnecessary risk. AP required to move is 4. I could just go through this. Dare I? Or do I instead pulse my torch quickly? There doesn't look to be anything wandering around here. Nothing is gurgled at us, which is usually the thing they'll do if you're moving around nearby and they can see you. Alright, we're going to leave with 4.5 AP, well actually a little bit less than that, because I am going to stick a hoodie on, and also the windbreaker. I'm over encumbered. Really? Over encumbered, you can't wear more clothes. Oh, there is a limit to this. I see. Well, that's very interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Okay. Well, that's fair. That's very fair. Alright, well, we're going to pass that turn with you, but Lady Wolfheart should be able to finish this skewer. There we go. Now, does that have a certain amount of uses? It's a one-time use. Should I make a second one? No, I don't think so. We'll just move back and we'll let the turn pass. There we go. Full AP. New information is now available on the radio, and you know what, Lady Wolfheart, since you're in a fairly safe location, well, I'll have you use it. So let's see what Terminus has to offer us. Location of this place. If anyone needs it, use it. We hope these items will get here safely. Okay, some more relief items. Oh, wow. So many relief items here. That is kind of wild. Maybe Aavak's going to be out for a little bit longer. I wasn't intending on that, but might be the right thing for us to do. Either way, I need a quick fire. Right, Lady Wolfheart. First and foremost, let me just top up our water. There we go. And I would like to pick up this dirty water just in case we use it. Outside, doesn't look like anything's been caught yet, but a lot of our food is very, very near to being ready. Okay, so I can make just straight up cooked fish. Any fish. Could I use a fillet for this? That's my question. Would it increase the morale? I guess I could easily check. A fish... Oh, we could make fish soup. Okay. That's an option then. Or a fish skewer. Let's have a look at you. Yeah, 7.8 to morale. Freshness 83. So it would use up the skewer. The fish soup, on the other hand, 7.8. Loads of hydration as well. 2 morale. In fact, I could put all of these fish into that. Whereas, I wonder if I could do that with the fish skewer. No, I could only fit 2 fish onto this at a time. But that would give me a lot of satiety. An awful lot of satiety. That seems to give us a very, very big multiplier on it. I could fit all of the fish into this, and I could also use the dirty water for this one. This would give us enormous satiety, decent hydration. Let's have a look at the cooked fish as well. Yeah, it looks pretty similar. So okay, I want to double check. We will fillet one of the smelts. This just increases the morale by a tiny bit. And now I want to check if I can use that. I can't. I cannot use it. Okay, I can dry the fish. All right. It takes a lot more time to do it. We're not going to do that in the future. I think I'll do it here, obviously, but in the future we're not going to go for that option. I don't think. Let's take that water out and pop the dirty water in. There we are. This will be plenty good. We'll also use the pepper. Why not? Let's make this ultra nice. Will actually that help? Ground pepper that can be used in various dishes. Does it even increase it at all, though? Let's take that back out. Oh, yeah. Morale -1? Why? Oh. Let me just check something. Does the morale go down? Yes, it does. Okay, if we use the dirty water, the morale of the food is worse. We're not in a position where water is a problem, so I'm always going to use clean water. I see no reason to do anything differently. And we'll still have some pepper to use besides, which is actually quite nice. Okay, well, that wasn't a terrible scenario. We'll pop the pepper back in there, drop off the cooking utensils. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any other tools. Once this is used up, it's used up, and there's nothing else I can do about it. But we're going to have Lady Wolfheart head back out and do some more fishing. I don't see much of a reason not to do that. Let's continue to just empty out these bottles over time. Eventually, we will go back out and do this. But in fact, let me see. Do we have enough of these bottles for me to empty this out? Yes, we do. Okay, that works perfectly for me then. What I would like to do is have each of them with 2 of these larger bottles for longer excursions. I think that just makes a lot of sense. And you've got loads of hydration as well and loads of food there. I'm going to go ahead and just split this up further and further and further. Apparently I'm not going to split that up any further. That was a lie. Alright, well that's fine. We're going to go ahead and gobble this down. That'll fill you right up, and you're pretty happy with it too. It's good morale boost there. Okay, well, Lady Wolfheart is going to be heading back out to do some more fishing, and I think, come the next day, we're going to be ready to get a full-on harvest on the go. Right, as for Aavak, though, we're safe. Let's head on through. We'll still have 9.2 movement. Hello there. How about you don't be alive anymore? Thank you very much for your cooperation. Right, let's grab all of this. We've got some extra thread. Nice. Right. Windows are open. Where do we want to go up from here? There is only one way to go up from here, so that's fine. I will wait the turn. How much AP am I using to move? 1.5. It's not great. It really isn't. There's a bunch of stuff I could perhaps just drop on the ground. Let's have a quick look at my inventory right now. No, I want to bring it all with me. Yeah, I don't want to go up there and have to retreat to the library in order to camp out. I would very much like it if Aavak can move through these two. Now, to get down here, unfortunately, I don't believe... Oh, no, there is a connection. So we might end up going to the clothing store and then on to the other release supplies. There's a lot of options here. But either way, Aavak's not going to make a move just yet. Oh, of course, it's raining. Okay, fair enough. Let's head on out. Hello down there. Let's quickly pop on my combat gloves. We'll pop on the windbreaker. And the denim jacket as well. There we go. Finally not cold anymore. Right, okay. Well, let's get down here. There's no way any of that is going to work. We do need to deal with you, though, before you become a nuisance. So, which of these is in the best condition? We'll use the worst one first. It'll eventually reduce our encumbrance. That is a bit of a shame, but we're still fine. Hopefully there are no other zombies over here. So that one just moved in from that corner. We'll wait until we transition through, though. As for Aavak, we are cold once again, and I can't put any more clothing on, which is a problem. Let's look for the best temperature clothing that I could wear. I'm going to say that would be this sweater. So we'll pop that one on instead. I am over encumbered again. It is what it is. Just going to have to live with it, I'm afraid. Right, we've got full AP. No path is possible all the way up here. Let's try and get as far as we can go, though. So 6 AP all the way up to this point. Our vision is amazing, so we will see everything on the way there. This is about ready to give up the ghost, though. Damn it. Okay. I'm going to go for a headshot with the screwdriver. Oh, I can't. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. We'll move up here and finish you with the screwdriver to the ear hole. And then you with this. Only 11. It's dropping so little. I'm loving it. And then you will be able to finish that as well. There we go. We've got some ointment, rag, stone. Do I care about picking them all up? I probably should. Probably should. Alright, Lady Wolfheart should be able to make her way to the park. Now, the only sad part about this is it's going to be wet the whole time that we're out. Which isn't the best, to put it mildly. Oh. Who has seen us? That would be you. You can't get to us, though. Yet. But there is every possibility you will shortly. I'm going to move up here. I'm going to allow you to approach, since you won't be able to attack no matter what. And we will start fishing in the very near future. But for Aavak, we're heading over to the Survivor House. Or rather, the Supplies House. Wow, this was a trap. Terminus are our enemies after all. Okay, well, this is quite a problem that we find ourselves in. Nothing can yet reach us, though. Yes, nothing can reach us. But there are bits and bobs inside the building. Which way are we going to want to go? Probably based on this, around in this direction. But I'm going to let a turn pass. Yeah, temperature is dropping just because we're wet. That's okay. We'll allow the enemy to approach. If they spot me, they will come closer, which is fine by me. There we are. Right. Oh, thank goodness the rain is over. That's absolutely wonderful. Right, let's deal with you then. And that is one dead zombie. Right, we are wet. Our body temperature is down. But it's only down because of the wetness. Still, I would like... Oh, well, we can't increase it, actually. I was going to say I would like to drive that up a little bit more. Does this have heat to it? No. That's a shame. Alright, well, I'm going to gobble down some food. No, I'm not. The satiety will go up way too fast. Instead, I'll just eat that. Just to pull my morale up a little bit. And with this, dare I... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a little bit more fishing with Lady Wolfheart. And we're going to continue for a little while. I'm going to try and leave about 4 p.m. is when I want to be heading away. As for Aavak, this is on its way out. I don't want to use that up. I would much prefer to deal with you in a more, well, perhaps ruthless way. We are going to do 0.7 to 9. That is not enough. Do I care about using the pistol in this scenario? A little bit, yeah. The condition here is 90%. We will hit, but it's not a great fit for the job. Still, let's go for it. I'd rather not waste it, though, so we're going to finish you off with this, and the spear is gone. Okay, you two, neither one of you has noticed me. There's a stick on the floor. Can I make a spear out of a stick, I wonder? Wooden spear. 2 planks, 2 lumbers, or 4 sticks? 4 sticks is quite an ask, if I'm honest. Let's continue moving up. We're going to move away from them. Now, you've got a similarly high amount of hit points on your head. I want to find the weapon that does the most damage. It would be the axe. I really don't want to use that, though, obviously. So I think we're going to stick with this. Oh, wow, that was a fantastic hit. A guidebook. Is it a guidebook I need? No, it isn't. Then it's a guidebook I can trade. And that is good enough. Alright, we're going to grab all the odds and sods. This is the whole point of us coming up. Oh, okay. Right, let's have a look. We can get intuition. This is not going to be a problem for Aavak. Survivor cooking, plus 15% satiety of cooked result. Now, this would mean that Aavak would become the cook again, but morale decrease even slower. Well, I mean, having morale stay up is nice, but increasing the satiety will cause our food to stretch longer. I think we'll go with survivor cooking. Of those 3, it seems like the best option for us, realistically speaking. I think given this situation that we find ourselves in, I would like Aavak to spend time fully moving around this place, clearing it out. That is relief item. Okay, so relief items is actually a box. It isn't just that this tile has been generated with more stuff inside. Oh, okay. Duly noted. That's actually quite interesting. Now, you're not going to be able to attack me from where you're at. I'm fine with that. Let's deal with you. Wall up to the face. And again. Another guidebook that we almost certainly don't need, but I will pick it up. Oh, no, this one's a grocery store guidebook. That is one that we do need. Now, do I have enough points to get down here? Right, you've seen me, but can't attack me. You would be able to attack me if you see me, so that's not good enough for me. So, instead, I am going to withdraw by 1 tile. There's a lot of stuff around here, though. Okay, we may spend the night, especially because there's a couch in there with a room with only 1 window that I am relatively confident about looting. But there's a lot of gubbins here. We're not going to worry about collecting everything on the outside initially. Certainly not with nighttime approaching. But getting the relief supplies, yeah, I'd like to do that before I have to head inside. But we'll gather those, head inside, and then getting anything else will come later. Mostly getting the relief supplies is an important one for me because it might have food. And, well, that being said, again, Aavak is actually more like me than I realized. Hunger is dropping very, very slowly. That is very, very nice. Right, well, let's see what Lady Wolfheart can do. I've taken to pausing with about 7 or 8 AP left over so that I will manage to top it almost all the way back up the next turn. Ultimately, it still means I'm using the bait a little bit more aggressively, but I'm not actually that worried right now. Oh, there we go. Fresh trout. Absolutely perfect. See? Rewarded. Okay, that one hasn't spotted me, but that's fine. Because I want to get this close. That one still won't be able to get to me from that far away. And I can use the majority of my my movement now to finish you off. And I absolutely will switch over to a more appropriate weapon whenever I need to. There we go. And jobs are good. And we've got rag, lantern, rag. If I get down there, there is a possibility there'd be something else nasty there. If I move a bit closer, though, you're not going to be able to get to me, so I'm not too worried about it. I think I will move closer. Oh, damn it, I didn't pick those up. What an absolute nincompoop I am. That's fine. I'll let you approach. I will pick these up now, though. There we are. You've seen me. You will lumber toward me. We've got enough time for Aavak to grab everything and then get inside. I'm not too worried about that. I'd like to fight before my AP per movement drops, though. So we will finish you off, or I might just let you wander closer. Either way, I'm going to wait till next turn so I get the most out of this move. There is a dead rat in there. Oh. Okay, well, maybe a little bit of food as well. Have I got a knife? Yes, I do. I would have to make a skewer, but I can do that. Aavak, let's quickly go and open this up, shall we? Let's find out what's in here. You have acquired items from the relief item box. Painkillers, adrenaline shot, antibiotic, canned meal, canned corn, clean water, medicine, powdered milk, ramen, and chips. Well, that was quite fantastic, I must say. Very, very happy. Now, with that, I could actually get all the way down here and deal with you. However, I think... well, you're going to be moving your way over no matter what happens. Do I want to be lazy about this? No, I don't. I want to go and deal with you so I can safely prepare this place for myself. So that should be fine. Another fresh trout. That is absolutely wonderful. I am so happy with today's fishing. Though, I want to just check. Does this say anything about a possible action? Fish, fishing rod made of spare parts. Catch chance is quite low, but it's okay. Alright then. Well, I think what I'm going to do I did say I was going to wait until 4, but we've got quite a lot of material with this. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use what remains of my AP to just try and fish with Lady Wolfheart. But from this point onwards, we're going to be aiming to head home. Okay then, zombie, with your 2.5 hit points, not going to survive. Right, did I even try? Have I got a compression bandage with me? I do if I get a sprain. Let's hope we don't. We didn't! Hooray! Right, going to close that window so it's a little bit warmer in here. Now, it's time for Aavak to simply gather everything he can. We are going to be spending the night, once again, mostly trying to repair things. We've got a new fanny pack. A school bag. A simple backpack designed for school, with limited capacity. Now this we can wear on our back. Can I put it on? No, because I'm wearing so many other clothes. Okay, well I'm taking some of those other clothes off. You know what, maybe I don't even need that right now. Is that considered part of it? Yes, it is. Oh, that is huge. That is absolutely enormous. I am so happy with this acquisition. What's the current temperature indoors? It's not great, but we can definitely shed some of our layers. There we go. That should be fine. Alright, that was genuinely massive for us. I've been waiting to find a backpack for so terribly long. Right, let's grab everything else that we can on the way. Well, this was already a wildly successful trip for Aavak. Okay, we've got sunset looming 3 hours away. We've got leg strike. Okay, so that would improve our ability to take the legs from our opponents, which definitely not against. I've got another tote bag. Okay, well, it's nice to have, certainly. I will close the doors behind me, simply because it does increase the... it seems to increase the insulation in a house. These two locations... I've got 2 hours. I should... This is the most important room because it's got a couch. So I will go and cover up that window before I do anything else with Aavak, I think. There we go. Feeling safer already. I would love it if I can get over there, but I'm not going to be able to do it in time. So as a consequence, since I'm going to be spending the night here anyway, I can search these two locations later. They're not a huge priority. Right, this is rotten in, was it a few days? Yeah, in 2 days. So we should be fine. Did I bring a lighter? I did. Well, in terms of preparing the rat, I could just make dried meat. Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and we'll butcher the rat. Right now, hopefully it's not going to use too much points. It did not. Now, ooh, this actually making dried meat is going to take 4 turns. Ah, damn. Probably should have held off on that then. Still, that meat is going to last for a very, very long time, so I'm not too concerned about it right now. Alright, well, we're going to have a very comfortable sleep in this house. But there's still more things for Aavak to check out. And Lady Wolfheart is back. There is a dead rabbit, there is a dead bird. This is actually quite amazing. The lettuce is almost at a harvestable state. Okay, well those traps are already paying for themselves. We just needed to be away for the better part of a day. Now, can I place both of them? I may be able to. Let me go ahead and check what the AP requirements are. It should be fine. And it's only lost 20 condition in catching the bird. We got a dead rabbit as well. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay, perfect. Let's go once again. Set the trap. Right there. Now, obviously, we're just shy of the AP we need to get in there, but I can't imagine we're really going to have to worry about anything jumping out at us here. What I would like to do is... It's more important for Aavak right now to light a little fire and get this cooked. Way more important, because satiety is awful. Now, I do have all of these foods. Don't want to use them, though. Not unnecessarily. What does an adrenaline shot do? Causes a headache, but 10 AP? Okay, so that is our get out of jail card. Well, I mean, it's not free. We end up with a headache. But we don't end up dead, which I consider a win. Let's go ahead and quickly light a little fire here. We are immediately going to dry the meat. I don't have a pan. Oh, well, that is utterly... Ah, what a silly sausage I am. Alright, well, I guess we're going to head out then. We have got enough food. We do. I can use 5 AP. I can even cover this. There may have... Oh, wow. If I find a pot or a pan in here, I'm going to be most vexed. I'm not going to be able to do this turn. Well, that's fine then. What I will do is I'll put on the gloves. I should remember this. I brought supplies to sleep. I didn't bring supplies to camp out. Obviously, if I'd made a skewer, could have gone for that. Yeah. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, really, on that one. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Right. Now then, this is more... I'm more interested now in Lady Wolfheart, since I feel that Lady Wolfheart is by far in the more dangerous position down here. And we're now indoors. Now safe. Okay, that was a pretty fantastic journey. We got 2 trouts out of it at the end. And a rabbit and a dead bird. I think it's fair to say that we are really not in any trouble as far as having enough food goes. We're very, very good. That cardigan is seen better days, though, by a lot better days. Let's have a look there. Yeah, no, we can still take a couple of things off. I'm going to say the denim jacket can come off. Right, we're going to obviously want to prepare them. Is it necessary to do it right now, though? That's a good question, actually. Still, I think I'd like to. So let's head on over and just start preparing all of this. We'll also top up our water as well. I really like having all of that always available. So we could... Oh, I need a knife. Let me quickly grab that. This is on its way out. So I'm also going to grab this one following it. Actually, we'll grab all 3. I might need to use all 3. So, fillet the fish. Sure, we'll get 2 of these. Wait. If I fillet the fish, all I can do with it is dry it. Haha. I caught myself. I almost did a silly. Almost. Almost isn't close enough, though. Use the kitchen knife. It's going to be gone, but that's fine. We got 42 meat there, and I don't have enough AP to do the rest. That's perfectly fine, though. As for Aavak, however, let's go ahead and search this. We've got some more water. We've got a vitamin drink. We've got some rotten lettuce. Now, the unfortunate part here is that I need to stick my gloves on and lose a hell of a lot of durability. From 95 to 56. Oh. Okay. A repair kit. What would this work on? That was actually worth it, I would say. Certainly not a bad result. Right. Okay, well, at the very least, we know there's a couch here, so I need to mark that on the map. And as for Lady Wolfheart, now you've got some AP back, we'll go ahead and we will cut up that bird. There we go. Now, we're going to store these knives back in here. There's no reason for me to keep them with me. We've got a lot of materials at this point. But obviously, one of the main things that we're going to be looking to do right now is to simply... Well, we may as well grab the pepper, because I will be cooking come the morrow. But we've only got 4 fishing bait left. I'm going to say that we don't want to go fishing. Like, I used an enormous amount of fishing bait during that trip, and we still only came back with a few things. So I would say that for now, until we've got more bait, we've got more rotten food to turn into bait, we're not going to bother. I don't know if different baits have different chances of working. I will absolutely make some bread, though. No, we need salt, and sadly we don't have some. I think I need to go and get some seawater. That's going to be on the list of things for us to do. Definitely. But for now, let's go ahead and just empty things out. We want to drop the feathers here. There we go. And realistically, we want to drop the rags. We don't do repairing with Lady Wolfheart. Again, that lack of dexterity is murderous on our efficiency when it comes to crafting. But what Lady Wolfheart can do, considering you've got a nice comfy couch to sleep on, is we can do a bit of reading. As for Aavak over here, thirsty and indeed depressy. Okay, well, we can sort that out, buddy. Let's go ahead, have a good drink. There we are. Now, do I have a novel? I do. We're going to read the novel. We're just going to lift our spirits a bit. I'm going to sink all of the remaining AP into that until Aavak is in a really comfortable place, morale-wise. May as well. There's no reason not to. And Aavak's going to be able to recover all of their energy in like 4 hours, more or less. So I really don't need to go to sleep for quite some time. Okay, it is midnight. Aavak's going to push until about 2 a.m., I think. We're almost out of energy, though. Actually, Aavak will go to... 2 a.m. We've almost managed to get up to 200 pages in the leg strike book. Not necessarily a skill I really feel I need for Aavak, because we don't tend to go for leg strikes. However, I do want to try and get some book reading for him, because he's kind of falling behind, I feel. Now, I want to make sure that I have enough AP to get over to the couch and go to sleep, which is going to be about 2.4. Yeah, there we are. That's fine. Let's just have a quick look. We are almost done with the health book. That one's actually a really important one. I really, really do want to get that one finished off. We'll also have a quick read of the Bible there. There we are. We're content. We're well hydrated. We're tired. Don't worry. You're going to sleep with some fresh fish guts on you. Don't try not to think about it too much there, Lady Wolfheart. There we go. But that was a very, very successful trip to the park, in my opinion. Extremely successful. Yes, you do need to rest. However, we are going to finish what you can of this book. We're up to 235 pages of the 354. I might have Aavak actually finish that off. I did have to eat some of the crisps and the crackers. Seemed a reasonable one to go for, considering Aavak was starting to struggle a little bit. But now it is time for sleep. Let's have a quick check. Everything looks all right. All right, time to turn in until energy is fully restored. And there we go. It is now daytime. Have both of them woken up? Yes, both of them woke up at exactly the same time. So despite Aavak having the blanket and the pillow, it only really got him an extra hour, maybe a little bit more than that. He was a lot more tired than Lady Wolfheart was when they went to bed, though, thinking about it. So yeah, that probably played a bit of a role in it. Let's pop on the denim jack to make sure Lady Wolfheart isn't cold. But I'm afraid that's going to be where we're wrapping up today's episode. Lady Wolfheart has an awful lot of cooking to do in the morning. We've got 76% there on that harvestable. We're up to 80s for the lettuce. I will wait until they're 100 because then I get the seeds back. I obviously don't need the seeds on all of them, but realistically speaking, now that I know that we can probably have farms all across here, why not? I see no reason not to turn this into just a massive food production area. Obviously, you know, there is something to be said about just getting to Terminus, considering how close we are. But I'm starting to warm to the idea of possibly gunning for one of the other endings. Do let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you do think we should go for something other than Terminus, which one? Of the 3 endings that we've currently got open, we've got the boat, we've got the helicopter, and we've got Terminus. Now, I'm going to have to find the location of the helicopter in addition to the remaining books. So the boat is definitely the closer of the 3. That said, it might require that I go to a different library, and they're all quite far away. So Terminus is definitely still the leader as far as my leading is going. But I am open to the possibility that we could last a lot longer than we are right now. But I will leave you with one final little bit of something to chew on in regards to that decision. If we win, or if we lose, we will unlock more points. More points that could be spent on a future survivor who might instead have a lot more points to spend on traits. For example, right now we've got foodie and alcohol preference. with the kind of experience in the game that we've been accruing, the actual point experience for various achievements, we might be able to buy more with a future Survivor. So that is also something to consider. If this was an incremental game, then my advice would always be, prestige early, prestige often. But that is where we're going to end it. Thank you very much for joining me. This has been a pretty successful couple of days for Lady Wolfheart and Aavak. But I think it's probably coming time now to bring them back together. So we can look forward to that in the next episode. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.